Hard to believe when you look at that picture, but summer is winding down, kids going back to school soon, and a lot of families are really looking forward to the fall and perhaps even traveling somewhere for a little autumn getaway.
Yeah, and joining us now with some fall trip ideas that won't break the bank is Scott Keyes, the founder of Scott's Cheap Flights. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, we see the fall foliage behind us, so let's jump right in and talk about places that you can travel to see the fall foliage, and when is a good time to go?
Yeah, look, my three favorite places, personally speaking, for fall foliage, if you're in the Northeast, go up to Maine. It is hard to beat that Maine fall foliage, which tends to peak late September, early October. If you're in the Mountain West, Colorado's aspen trees are just a delight. The yellow leaves out there, just beautiful. Pacific Northwest, Washington State, go to Olympic National Park in mid-October. That's one of my favorite spots to go leaf peeping.
Well, so some people, including myself, hate saying goodbye to summer, as beautiful as this is. But what are some of the good locations where it is still warm and sunny these days?
Sure. Look, I'm right there with you. It is a sad goodbye when summer starts to wind down. But the good news is that airfare gets 50% cheaper after Labor Day than before it. And with flights, for instance, if you're trying to go somewhere to hang on to summer, it's hard to beat Hawaii. Hawaii is one of the most gorgeous states in the country, and you can get there even from New York City under $500 round trip.
Wow.
September is the month with the fewest number of tourists all year to Hawaii, so it is a great time to go. And if you can get some of those $450 New York to Hawaii tickets, you will be all the better for it.
Wow. That's amazing.
All right, so on the opposite side, we have the people that love the snow. Is there any place that families can go to get a jump start on winter?
Certainly. Look, Portland, Oregon, it's home to the longest ski season in North America. Many folks are familiar with Timberline Lodge. It was featured so prominently in The Shining. Well, it actually has a 10-month ski season, sometimes open as early as September. So if you want to get a jump on skiing, head out to Portland, Oregon, and take advantage.
Well, so are there any places offering good deals during the fall, no matter what the climate is?
Certainly. Look, New York City is the cheap flight capital of the country. There is no better place for cheap flights, I would know. And in terms of the best deals that we've seen recently, flights down to St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands as little as $224 nonstop round trip. Again, take advantage of that beach and Caribbean weather. Go over to Turks and Caicos for even cheaper, $187 nonstop round trip out of JFK. And just this morning, there were airfares available out of JFK and Newark for $365 round trip to Lisbon. Go all the way to Portugal, one of the hottest spots right now, for under $400 nonstop round trip from New York City this fall.
$400 makes you happy no matter what the climate is if you're going over to Europe. I mean, that's amazing.
I know. We were seeing $400 for one way on a lot of these local trips.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say $400, people's eyes light up, and then you hear round trip, like, whoa, oh my goodness.
All right, so it seems that everyone was going to Europe this year. Are there any good deals there, or is it just better to wait at this point?
Oh, absolutely. Look, Europe is one of the bright spots when it comes to cheap flights because so many airlines are competing and slashing their fares to try to win business. In the past few weeks alone, out of New York City, we've seen round trip flights to the French Riviera going down to Nice for $437 round trip, flights over to Stockholm for $313 round trip, or over to Dublin. Go hit that Guinness factory for $366 nonstop round trip. There are some great fares happening out of New York over to Europe this fall.
All right, planning always important when it comes to travel. When should people start buying these airline tickets if they're talking about the holiday season?
Yeah, look, if you're talking about the holiday travel, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, think about it like you're purchasing a winter coat. When are those going to be cheapest? In the summertime. Summer's starting to wrap up, so you want to try to get those winter flights booked as soon as possible. Don't put it off until October or November. Chances are airfare is going to be quite a bit higher at that point. Book those Thanksgiving and Christmas flights now in order to get some decent fares, if not downright cheap.
All right, Scott, so where can people go to get more information?
Absolutely. Look, we are searching for cheap flights out of JFK, out of Newark, out of LaGuardia, wherever your home airport is. Sign up at scottscheapflights.com. It would be our honor to make sure that you never miss a great deal out of your home airport.
Love it.
Love it. You're saying 400 round trip.
Right.
That'd be my honor to receive that. Scott.
Listen, I get tempted by them as well.
Nice to see you, Scott. Thank you.
Thanks so much.